I used my gift of speaking and I turned it into a 6-figure career in 7 years. What's going on, everybody? My name is Bobby Jones. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be teaching you how to use the passions inside of you and the value you bring to create a successful business and work a job that you love. There's going to be some key takeaways in this video, so I hope you stick around. I've spent the last 9 years creating and disrupting a system in public education as well as in the marketplace of podcasting. And that just happened recently, but I'm going to teach you how to use what's inside of you to be able to make a living on doing what you love. So let's jump right into it. The first thing that you have to do when you are inventing the marketplace as a small business is you have to find the resources within you. You need to go through, make a list, write down 20 things that not only are you passionate about, that you're good at. After you make the list of at least 20 things that you know that you're passionate about and that you're good at and that you have value in, start narrowing it down to 5 to 3 things that you know, if this were a business, I would excel at. And as you start to weed that out, you'll start to think of the things that you can do to get to a place where you know that you can build a business into it. That's what I've done. I used my gift of speaking and I turned it into a 6-figure career in 7 years. The second thing you have to do is market analysis, research. Start looking around your city, around your region on what is actually available in that market, in that niche. Does anything exist there yet? And if it does, is it the same thing that you want to do? Once you start looking at the lack of business that you want to do, that's when you can start building something and you can take it deeper and get to a place where you say, you know what? There might be this, but this is missing, and that's what I'm going to bring to it. Even with me, I built a podcast studio not that long ago here in Wyoming, and I already had a podcast, and so I figured, you know what? Why not let other people start a podcast too? And so we did the market research, and we looked throughout the Rocky Mountain region, at least 3 to 4 states. There is nothing that is even close to what we do. When you start looking at the gaps, this is not a new concept, right? But when you start looking at the gaps, you can start filling in exactly where you need to be to fall in line and make sure people will actually buy your product. Here's the third thing. It goes with the gaps. You have to find what you offer that no one else can, not what no one else does. Let me just say that again. You have to find out what you will offer that no one else can, because you are unique in your own way. And so if you can offer something that no one else can, that already gives you a leg up. And so you can get to a place where you say, oh, this is it. I can give them this. They can't get this anywhere else. I created a program that's never been done at the level that I've done it, and no one else can do what I can do in that. I'm not saying there's not other programs out there, but no one else can do that because I offer what I offer. And I've actually done the work to get to a place where I can offer it and not many people do. And so find what you give that no one else can give, and that will help you invent the market as a small business owner. The fourth thing you want to do is you want to start building a structure out. Okay, obviously you have your idea, what are you passionate about, the value you can bring to it, you've done your market research, you've said this is what I can offer that no one else can. And now you have to start building a business structure. What do you want that to look like? Do you need a team? Do you have to pay employees? Do you need office space? A lot of the times you can get away with just starting something and then just going from there. And as you grow, then you can add people into that. But you have to build a structure on what you want it to be. You may have an idea that requires more. Okay, that's fine. But I will tell you, sometimes you don't need that much capital. Some people will come alongside early on. If they believe in the vision, they'll come alongside to help you for maybe even free or minimal charge. And then as you get going and you make more money, then you can start looking at, all right, how can I pay them? 8 years ago, 9 years ago, I started as a solopreneur, just me driving around to different places trying to get gigs. And now I have office and I have employees. And so when you get to that place, there's a small business bureau in your city that can help you. So you have to build the structure, find out the structure that's gonna work best for you, but more importantly, the structure that will be sustainable. And the fifth thing, of course, you have to learn to execute. Okay, you have your idea. We think we're going in the right direction. You've done the research, you've talked to people, everybody's excited about what you want to do. Now you have to execute it. I was blessed enough to be in a position where I didn't have to put a lot of capital up front to execute my ideas. That turned into a six-figure contract. So I was able to use some of that money to invest in my studio and my equipment. And now it's starting to get to the point where it's gonna start paying for itself, and it already kind of has in a lot of ways. And so you have to be able to execute it. I don't believe you have to put a ton of money down. There's actually a good resource for this if you want to learn how to start a business without much money. The guy's name is Chris Guillebeau. It's called the $100 Startup. He talks and highlights that people started with almost nothing and they've built something into six figures or even multi-millions. I believe that we all have value and purpose inside of us, and we all have passions that have not been discovered yet. And I believe that you are going to be well on your way. You can be a business owner. You can invent a marketplace. You just have to decide that's what you're gonna do and then take the steps to run and do it. You don't have to be overqualified. You don't have to have years of experience. You just have to have something that people want to buy. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share it out, subscribe to the channel. There's gonna be plenty more of these coming because I want to help you change the system and know that you have something that this world needs. I'll see you next time.